Today, I'm on location in beautiful Destin, Florida, getting ready to do a lithium battery conversion on a Kandi 6P golf cart. You can see it still has the original AGM batteries in it. They're really known to fail. I wish they would use a different kind, but whatever. So, first thing we're going to do is take the seat bracket out right here. And there are two bolts on either side. There's one there, one there. Well, I'm sorry. Then over on this side, there's one there and there. We get that bracket out of the way, and then we're going to take the two screws out here, here to lift this up. Then once we get that out of the way, we got to hook all the battery cables, as you can see. Then we'll undo the battery hold downs here, 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 and here. Then we can get the batteries out of the cart. So let me get some tools, and I'll be right back. All right, so we got the bolts out. You just grab this bracket here. There we go. So now we're taking these screws out of here. It makes getting the batteries out a whole lot easier. Oh, there we go. Now we got good access. So as I stated above, we're going to take off the battery hold downs first, but do note when you guys are doing this, some customers have accessories hooked up like this right here. So you're going to want to make sure to mark everything and figure out what that goes to. So this will have to go to a power reducer, because this is some type of a 12-volt accessory, probably going to the sound bar up here. We got the batteries out. That actually is the worst part of this whole deal. So you can see the battery tray is now empty. So we got to grind that down, then remove this, which is your battery indicator. Then we take out this charge port. So I'll be back. We'll unplug this here, and we'll unscrew that. All right, so we'll get these 4 bolts out of here. Sometimes I could cheat and not have to. So you can see I got the bolts out, so we're just gonna kind of slide this here. You can see the cord goes down through there, under the cart, and it comes all the way up to the front. And it'll plug into this plug right there. There, so we just squeeze that. Maybe. There we go. And then we'll just start pulling it back the other way. It's only a country mile long, but that's all right, because this all gets replaced when you do the conversion. New charge port, everything. Charger, battery, it's pretty cool. All right, so y'all can see it's prepped now. The battery tray is ready to go. The charge port is out. The battery indicator is out. Everything's unhooked. So now we're going to set this base plate in place. For those of you who may not know, I am completely blind, and I still do this kind of work every day. So now you can see the base plate is in place, and we are ready to start building the conversion out. So we'll put the battery in next, then we'll take the onboard charger. We will mount it right here. We'll clean up this cabling a little bit. All right, so the holes are drilled. In fact, 3 of the bolts are done. There, there, there. Just got to tighten up this back one. Now what I'm going to do is mount the onboard charger here, clean up some of this wiring. We'll put the charge port in here, and then we will set the battery pack itself in. So I got the trays all in and tight. The onboard battery charger is mounted and secured right there. You see the new charge port is mounted right here. So that all looks good. So now we are ready to set the new lithium pack in place and keep moving forward. All right, you can see the pack is sitting in place. For the most part, everything's hooked up. But what I want to show you is this harness right here that goes to the front of the cart, of how to do it. So you see I put it there real nice along that frame rail, tucked it down in. Then if you come down here, you will see there's a channel that notched up into, and then run it through there. And then you just follow suit in all your channels and up underneath your dash. So we ran our harness and it comes up through the cup holder right here. So this one is for the gauge itself. The other one plugs into the switch that you can see is mounted right there. That's how you turn the battery pack on and off. And you just simply move this cluster out of the way, just easy peasy. All right, you can see, so we put the cluster all back together. It looks nice and neat. Again, your switch is right there to power everything on. I will mount my gauge right here. I'm waiting on a bracket, so unfortunately I can't show you that in this video, but you guys get the point. So as you can see, she's all together. It looks good. It's nice and clean. I'm satisfied with it. We had to run a new cable from the positive side of the controller, which is here, to the positive side of the pack right there. But you'll see the charger is mounted. Everything is hooked up. I'm pleased with it. So the next step, we're going to put this cover on back here, and then we're going to go ahead and put the seat on, and I'll be right back. Just put in the seat bracket, and we'll put the seat in this joker, and we'll go for a test drive. All right, cool. You can see the seats on, everything's there, everything's together. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Doesn't cost you a penny. Helps the channel out a lot. Takes a lot of extra time to make these DIY videos, especially on location. But if a blind guy can do it, you surely can. So let me clean up our mess and we will go for a test drive. Well, it's moving. Must have done something right. No, nothing's fall out and hitting the floor. Well, it's going down the road. That's a good thing. Go ahead and send it. Let's see how fast we got going here. She rolls out pretty good.